Welcome to Channel Game IQ, the YouTube channel that gives you the heads up on new and upcoming games. Today's video is the final episode for September 2020, apart from my next video that is all about the PlayStation 5 and is not to be missed. Anyway, on to today's video, and I have 4 awesome games for you today. Just before we start, if you've missed any of my previous videos, you can use the link above. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and share it, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be prompted as and when new videos are released. Now let's get started with the first game. An action-packed game called Trollhunters Defenders of Arcadia. Trollhunters Defenders of Arcadia is a side-scrolling action platformer based on the popular television series Trollhunters Tales of Arcadia. It's developed by Wayforward and published by Outright Games, and is set to be released on the 25th of September 2020 for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch and PC. You, the player, will jump into the world of Trollhunters as Jim Lake Jr. to stop Porgan, the trickster troll, and his sneaky plans. Team up with Claire in couch co-op and also get a helping hand from lots more loved characters to face unknown evil forces and help stop the time apocalypse. Upgrade your armour and boost your abilities to become more powerful than ever. The fate of the universe will be in your hands.
You Tommy? Detective Norman.
How long you been in town?
3 years.
Next up, it's time to become part of the mob in Mafia Definitive Edition. Mafia Definitive Edition is an up-and-coming action-adventure video game developed by Hangar 13 and published by 2K Games. It's a remake of the 2002 video game Mafia. It was announced in May 2020 and is scheduled to be released on the 25th of September 2020 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
What do they call you, son?
Thomas.
The game is set within the redesigned version of the fictional city of Lost Haven in the 1930s and follows the rise and fall of taxi driver turned mobster Tommy Angelo within the Solari crime family.
I'm telling you, it's like some kind of black magic.
Remade from the ground up, rise through the ranks of the Mafia during the Prohibition era of organised crime. After a run-in with the mob, cab driver Tommy Angelo is thrust into a deadly underworld. Initially uneasy about falling in with the Solari crime family, Tommy soon finds that the rewards are too big to ignore.
Fuck you, Polly. You can't just sneak up on a guy like that.
I'm sorry, Ralphie. I'm just busting your balls.
See, you're still limping. Guess we got two cripples working here.
We ain't nothing alike. You got that, Ralph?
Sure, Polly. Yeah.
Tommy Angelo.
Good to meet you.
Like I said, Ralphie here's a cracked egg. But you bring him a stolen car, he'll make it yours. Tom and me, we got a job to do. We need some wheels.
How about this one, Polly? It ain't a hot rod, but it'll...
As with the 2002 game, players control Tommy Angelo throughout the game's single-player campaign, and its world is navigated on foot or by vehicle. New to the remake is the introduction of motorcycles. A classic difficulty setting will also be included, serving as the game's hardest difficulty setting, and will change some gameplay mechanics, such as ammunition management and police response to crimes.
Something my mom could have bought 20 years ago. If I know Ralph, he probably got it taken out of our yard.
We were young.
Fine. It's good to
Full of life.
Looking forward to tomorrow.
The thing is,
Next up, we're going to World War II in Warsaw. Warsaw is a challenging turn-based tactical RPG set in the occupied capital during World War II. It's developed by Pixelated Milk and published by Gaming Company. It was released back into October 2019 for Microsoft Windows and had mostly positive reviews. It is now set to be released for PlayStation 4 on the 29th of September 2020. It will also be coming to Nintendo Switch and Xbox One the beginning of October.
Soldiers.
To the end.
In the game, you need to use everything at your disposal to help a team of accidental heroes survive the onslaught in their home city and overcome tremendous odds stacked against them in this tactical RPG set on the streets of occupied Warsaw of 1944. Enlist the help of men and women, soldiers and civilians, the young and the old, and use their unique skills, expertise and abilities to challenge the enemy. Meet people from all walks of life united in their attempt to overthrow the German occupiers. Enlist the help of men and women, soldiers and civilians, the young and the old, and use their unique skills, expertise and abilities to challenge the enemy. Meet people from all walks of life united in their attempt to overthrow the German occupiers. Create a mix of versatile skills that will allow you to flank your enemies, detonate obstacles, snipe stragglers and push or pull enemies into the area where your carefully planned attacks deal the most damage. And now it's time for our final game, and it's time to hack up the dead in the Walking Dead Onslaught. The Walking Dead Onslaught is an action first-person shooter horror game developed and published by Survios for PlayStation VR and PC VR. It is set to be released on the 29th of September 2020.
We've just survived from one fight to the next. What I'm doing ain't about surviving. I'm trying to live.
There's no rest when survival is on the line. Step into AMC's The Walking Dead and prepare for an onslaught of walkers as you assume the roles of your favourite characters from the show and confront the horrors and humanity of this apocalyptic new world. Play as your favourite characters and set up your home base in the Alexandria safe zone. Here you'll play through chapters of all new story, embark on scavengers runs, upgrade your player's stats, modify and customise weapons, trade in resources to grow your community and interact with your favourite characters. Successfully complete supply runs and you'll see Alexandria transform as you rebuild the settlement into a fortified bastion of hope for humanity's future. Leave nothing behind. Every trip beyond the walls of Alexandria means a chance to collect valuable weapons, food, materials and other resources for the community. But beware, every supply run provides unpredictable walker encounters, resource availability and obstacles to test your sense of flight or fight. So that brings us to the end of the video. As always, leave me a comment and let me know what you think of these games. Keep an eye out for our next video, or better still, if you haven't already, subscribe and ring the bell to be prompted as and when new videos are released. Until the next time, thanks for watching Channel Game IQ.